Good afternoon. This is Media Center Ukraine Odessa, and we continue our work. You can watch us both on our YouTube channel or on our Facebook page. If you have questions, you can ask them online. Just use the messengers that you can now see on your screens. This Saturday, Odessa radio hosts will conduct marathon to raise money for the armed forces of Ukraine, including warm clothes. And our Odessa radio hosts will share details, namely Pavlo Kozlov, Sasha Korin, and Serbin. Good afternoon. I'd like just to give floor to Pavlo Kozlov to share details about this radio marathon that will take place on the 30th of December. Good afternoon, everyone. What I like in your introduction, you did not call us former radio hosts, because there are no former radio hosts. And this is my idea to unite those people who are related to radio. That thought came to my mind several weeks ago. And I thought that at some point of time, we just played some role in the life of many people just through a radio broadcast. And then I thought that I can just use the contacts details that I had from those times, and to support our country once again. And I have today with me my two colleagues, Sasha and Roman. And in total, we are going to have 10, 12 radio hosts, and no one refused to be the part of this initiative. Everyone agreed to my proposal. Nowadays, in our country, we are in the situation when we cannot be involved, to pretend not to see what is happening, and everyone should do everything possible to help. And if we radio hosts can get together once again, and some of us, we have not seen each other for 5, 10 years. And for example, we did not talk to Pavlo for 7 years. And we can see now some conflict here. And so nowadays, we must do what we can do. Why do we raise money to warm up our defenders? And the reason is obvious, because those defenders who are there, they are just there in this cold weather. It is dirty there, and the orcs are numerous. And if we can just get some heaters, some dryers for their shoes, some gloves, or some other things, if we can raise money, if we can buy these things, then we will do this for heating of our soldiers. We have some targeted soldiers. This is not money raised from everyone to everyone. And these are the people whom I know possible. I have been supporting this year Andriy M. from 47th Brigade, from air surveillance, and he has brothers in arm from 126th and 36th Brigade, who are now in the Kherson Oblast, and we need to warm up our soldiers, just literally, and we will try to do this. And here it is important to add that at the moment we have already collected 40,000 hryvnias, but we have not even started our marathon yet. So do you have an account to collect money? You see, and we need just to use teasers. That's what we did in our radio work. This is to warm up the interest to what we are going to have this day, in Saturday from noon. And from our colleague Zlatsky, it will be early morning. And we have already referred to general partners, to businesses who want to support, to support our New Year show, and we can already see the result. And that's why I think that we will just collect 10 times more on the 30th of December, or even we will be surprised with the wow effect of the amount that we are going to collect. Pavlo says that you are going to buy a lot of like tribal things. Yes, I mean that the value is not that expensive, but for our soldiers, these are priceless things. As far as I understand, Pavlo contacted his ex-colleagues, and everyone agreed. Roman, what was your first response to this idea? Of course, I was really happy because, as I've already mentioned, there is some nostalgia when we just were radio hosts on the radio waves, and we invented some good, cool things that were popular among the people, and we were united by our work. And that was like our Black Sea that united us as well. And this is how I just perceived radio. That's why when Pavlo offered to get together for a broadcast, there was no second thought for me. I agreed right away. I can see that this is very important for us to meet all of us, because now it is like difficult to meet with like friends, former colleagues, because you never know what's going to be tomorrow. And this is great just to remember our good old times and just to meet each other. And this is really very valuable. This is my first impression. As for the technical aspect, how are you going to organize everything? Thank you for this good question. On the screen, you can now see a QR code over there. Yes, you're right in pointing. So this is like a game. Just to try to catch a QR code on the screen. So you can now see a QR code on the screen. You just need to scan it with your camera on your smartphone, and you will be automatically redirected to our Telegram channel. So this will be an open Telegram channel. So thanks to the teasers, we can see that there is a small group of subscribers, but we are very proud of that because we already have 242 subscribers, followers there, and we can see the emotions of people anticipating our marathon. People say that they have been waiting for this quite a long time, and with the same. And I think that we together, all of us, not only Sasha, Roma, but my other colleagues, and those people who will just listen to our marathon, and those will be also the military protecting us in the Kherson Oblast. And together, we're just light and power. And we can do something maybe not that big when it comes to the scale of the whole country, but if we can do this, we should try. And I believe that nowadays it is very important to show our guys there on the front line that the homeland is with them, that we remember about them, that we think about them. And this is our mission. So we just cannot but be involved. We will do this New Year Donate Show on the 30th of December. And when are we going to start? At noon. That will be noon on Saturday. And we are going to have our marathon for 5 hours. And believe me, after so many years, when we have not seen each other, and 5 hours will be just a short period of time, let's announce other hosts: Sergiy Popov, Svetlana Kruglikova, Andriy Kuts, Tetiana Morozova, Volodymyr Zlatsky, Yelena Lubikovska, and DJ Alex. You know, we have a small group for our inner communication, and even Katerina Nazhevnikova promised that she might join us. Olga Shirgorodska, Tetiana Morozova, Andriy Kuts, Pavlo Zlatsky, Roma Serbin, Alena Lipikovska, Sergiy Popov, DJ Alex, Svetlana Kruglikova, Sasha Korin, Pasha Kozlov. And this is only the hosts, because we also invite guests just for short interviews. What are our criteria for our guests? These should be those who defend us, our military. Some of them will be online. Others could perhaps visit us. That will be my friend Andriy Melnik from the 47th Brigade of Area Surveillance. That will be Katerina Nazhevnikova. And she does not require an introduction. Everyone knows her. And this will be also other volunteers, maybe not those well known as Katerina Nazhevnikova, but who was their example, big or small, show that even if you are not Katerina Nazhevnikova of that scale, can also support army with your own efforts, and we're also an example of such support. This will be an audio marathon or also video. Yes, there will be a video broadcast as well. And we would like to thank your media center, because we will do this broadcast from these premises. And this will be a video and also a Telegram channel. And you can now see the QR code on your screen. Just scan it. There is no registration needed. You can just follow us there. And there, in the feed, you will be able to see our news and also some artifacts. By the way, the military, and not only the military, have given us some artifacts from the war. Like some pieces of weapons, and all of them have their own story. For example, we have a tubus from RPG. And this, they found it in a trench when they were liberating the village of Robotina in the Zaporizhzhia Oblast. And also, that was not empty, the tube, and he used it as it should be used back then. In Odessa, I found a vinyl record of Okean Else band with the signatures of the group. And also our meeting on Saturday will be once in a lifetime. So we will also sign some of the items. And then we'll have this vinyl record from Okean Else, and we'll also have Katerina Nazhevnikova with us. This is for your personal history. For us never to forget this period. And those people, not like those inhumans who just came to our land to invade us, and we should never forget this. And I think that this New Year show on the 30th of December is just not to forget this period. This will be not only communication of radio hosts, you will also have guests, and there will be also some music content. Of course, what playlist have you prepared? Pavlo shared also the details. These are the best songs for the last 30 years, the best of the best. From abroad, Ukrainian songs for sure, because now it is impossible just to imagine an air without Ukrainian content. I cannot just imagine the best of the best category without Ukrainian music. And this is not only Okeana Elza that we have already mentioned. Yes, this will be Ukrainian and non-Ukrainian music, the best for the last 30 years. And I think that with the DJ Alex, who will be a part of our radio band, this is how we called ourselves. Some people are from the 47th Brigade, and we are a radio band. And DJ Alex, and he's well remembered. And he was like 30 years ago in our radio broadcast. And this is the people that we are going to have with us. And your listeners will be able to donate. Will there be some interactive possibility to share thoughts for people during the marathon? Yes, of course. We will wait for calls. And you can also call when it will be possible. Just like a regular radio broadcast, there will be like telephone number that you can use just to win a prize, or if you want to donate, or just to congratulate everyone that you know. This will be 100% radio broadcast on the 30th of December. Just believe me, I know what I say. You said that the duration will be around 5 hours. If you see significant activity, are you ready to prolong this broadcast? Yes, of course. And we have even agreed that we will just continue with such broadcasts. Sasha just this is kind of a spoiler. And I think that this is a great initiative. And if we can do something just to support our army, and we can have different goals. If our audience will support us, if you just follow the link through the QR code that you can now see on the screen, and if we will have at least 1 or 2 new subscribers, then everything will be not in vain. Yes, of course, we can just organize some other programs until we are together, until it's fun. And I would like to share my own experience. You know, I think that if you open just money raising in December 2023, when everyone feels depressed or tired, I'm not depressed and I'm not tired. And we can we can see a lot of these money raising campaigns in our feed, in our social media, and people just not respond to that. That's why when I opened the money raising campaign with Katerina Nozhevnikova and Monster Corporations, this is our NGO, I just did not hope to see donations, but people continue donating. All of us have some social capital. Even if we don't have money, we have our name, we have our reputation, and you can just raise money. And at the moment, personally, I have collected 11,000, and I hope that this amount will increase. That's why our radio band, I'm sure, will be able to raise a lot of money. And my main conclusion: people are better than we got used to think about them. Even if you don't hope for anything, they are great people who donate at like 30 hryvnias, and they do this every day. And I'm really very inspired. This is great. This is fantastic. But there are a lot of indifferent people. But this briefing is not about them, and there are not so many of them. Of course, you have a lot of contacts in the show business world. And I think that they will also join this marathon and will donate. Roma, have you called Robbie Williams? This is my task, of course. I have already contacted them. I've contacted everyone, but we are not going to just have spoilers. I think that we do some good, without maybe some like well-known celebrities, but you will learn about everyone involved during our marathon. And we will just raise money for our courageous guys, and we are very thankful to them. And I'd like to add here to what Sasha just said. This is very important. My main impression of 2023 is our people, Ukrainians. And it is impossible just to conquer us. Sasha mentioned donations of 30 hryvnias, but I had even the case of 12 kopecks. But I'm sure that when I was raising money for yet another drone, the person just sent 12 kopecks, and this is all the money that the person had back then on his or her account. We use our publicity, like public capital, and we will use it once again. We must do it to collect 12 kopecks, 30 hryvnias. And we have the biggest just donation at the moment. It's 20,000 hryvnias paid by B&B Dental Ukraine company, and we are very thankful to them for this. And this is not our record, I think, because today or tomorrow in the morning, we are going to announce kind of a prize. They will be small, but at the same time big things for the biggest donate that we will get. This is related to the military helicopter, and this is kind of a hint now. So 20,000 plus 1 hryvnias, and you can just win the bid over the B&B Dental, and this is related to the military helicopter. And of course, thank you for being with us today. And of course, I think that you have some amount, like threshold, but let it be like in 10, 20 times more. Stop. Are you going to donate? Oh, yes, of course. Yes, if there will be if we don't have several more hryvnias, you will add. Yes, okay. So we will remember that Yevgen told. Thank you, Roman. I'm here just to help you to remember names. And thank you very much. I'd like to invite our audience to join the radio marathon that will take place on the 30th of December. And this is the last briefing for today at the Media Center Ukraine, Odessa.